Good morning, my lovely students. How are you all? We are really missing you all a lot, but we will meet very soon. Students, you also must be missing your friends, your relatives, your cousins, and of course your teachers, since you have not met them for a long time, right? So, how will you express your feelings that you are missing them? Okay, by sending a WhatsApp message, through video calls. Okay, if you have to tell them in detail how you are feeling, then how would you express it? That's right, through writing a letter. Yes, in today's class, we will discuss and learn about letters, their importance and their kinds. Letters are written messages conveyed from one person to another. They are an important means of communication and a store of information. Letters are a way to practice reading, self-expressive writing, and also exchange ideas with like-minded others. Letter writing is an important skill to develop. Let us first understand that there are broadly two types of letters, namely formal letters and informal letters. A formal letter is a letter written for official purposes. The tone of the letter is formal. It includes letters written to schools, colleges, institutions, government departments, business letters, etc. On the other hand, informal letters are personal letters. They are written to close acquaintances of the writer, their friends, family, relatives, etc. Since they are written to close relations, the letters have an informal and personal tone. Casual language is used while writing informal letters. They are long and detailed. Informal letters are mainly used for personal communication, so they don't have to follow any specific pattern or format. They can be written as per the writer's wishes and the requirement of the situation. Children, do you remember in grade 4, you all wrote a letter to the turtle? All of you were supposed to be a Nancy, and you had to apologize for your mistake for not sharing the dinner with the turtle. Yes, that was an informal letter. My lovely students, you all must have understood what letters are, the two different kinds of letters, and importance of informal letters. In tomorrow's class, we will learn and discuss the format of an informal letter. Till then, keep smiling and stay home. Thank you. Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to English class. Before we proceed, let us have a quick recap of what we learned yesterday. In yesterday's class, we talked about letter writing. Why do we write letters? Importance of writing a letter and its kind. Today, we will focus on how to effectively write informal letters and tips to improve our efforts. Let us get started. The first thing to write is your address, that is, the address of the writer or the sender. We usually write the address on the left-hand side of the page at the very top. Even when writing to close friends or relatives, the address must be written so they can reply back to the letter with ease. If the recipient or the receiver of the letter is in another country, do not forget to write your country as well in the address. Next comes the date. Just below the address, we write the date. This allows the reader to have a reference as to when the letter was written. He can then relate better to the contents of the letter. These are the two ways in which you can write the date. After the date comes the salutation or the greeting. Now, since you know the person you're writing to, the greeting can be informal as well. If it is a friend or someone close to your age, you can greet them by their first name, like Dear Anna. If you are writing to your relative like your mother, father, aunt, uncle, etc., you may greet them as such, for example, Dear Mom or Dearest Mom. And if you're writing to an elder person, someone you respect greatly, you can address them as Mr. or Mrs. Like, say for example, you are writing a congratulatory letter to your teacher, it can be addressed as Dear Mrs. Alex. And now we begin writing the actual letter. There are basically three main paragraphs considered as the body of the letter: the introductory paragraph, the main body, and the concluding paragraph. The introductory paragraph sets the tone for the whole letter. You might begin by asking the recipient about their well-being, or you may say that you hope the letter finds them in good health and great spirits. The opening of informal letters should be casual and comforting. The second paragraph consists of the main details or the main purpose of writing this letter, be it a birthday invitation, a marriage invitation, or any special occasion. So we need to cover all the main details in this paragraph. In the concluding paragraph, we sum up the reason for writing the letter, that is, summarize the letter. Say a meaningful and affectionate goodbye to the reader, and do not forget to invite the reader to write back or reply to your letter. It shows an intention to keep the conversation going. There is no one way to sign off informal letters, since they do not follow a strict format. You may sign off as you please. Some commonly used phrases are lots of love, best wishes, kind regards, yours lovingly, yours affectionately, and so on. So children, it must be clear to you now how to write an informal letter effectively. Letter writing is indeed an art and is fun, which helps children learn to compose written texts and provide handwriting practice. And letters are valuable keepsakes too. The sheer fun of sending and receiving letters appeals to every child. It shows someone cares and has taken time to sit down and think about you. Handwritten letters have a charm of their own. You can take time to think about what you want to say. You can keep letters to read again and again. You can admire handwriting, share dreams and thoughts. Despite the prevalence of emails and text messages, everyone has to write letters at some point. For example, letters of invitation, thank you letters, complaint letters, job applications, and the list goes on and on. That's all for today, children. Tomorrow we will be sending you the copywork of informal letters. Till then, take care and keep smiling. Thank you.